Hey Garden Guardians, welcome to Angel Loves Garden. Peace and blessings to all. Let's get growing. Hey Garden Guardians, it's Angel aka Lily with Angel Loves Garden, and today we're going to do a quick walkthrough. I've been busy and I've been neglecting my garden. Straight up. I won't tell no lies. You will see things that do not look well. Just keeping it real. But I need to look at it and see what I need to do to prepare, because we probably got to take some things out. Let's take a look. All right, Garden Guardians. So the first thing I need to do is work on this front. Okay. I completely just let it go, y'all. Let it go. That tree, bush, whatever, the mulberry thing need to be cut back. I need to go ahead and prune this rose bush. You see there's things turned over. Look at here. This is the GG unit garden, y'all. Look a little rough. You see there's still this coneflower that hasn't emerged yet. I don't know what it's going to do. Maybe this week. It's been going back and forth with cold temperatures. Colder temperatures at night and warmer in the day. But that's the only coneflower so far that's popped up. I don't see any over here. But look, y'all, it's a hot mess. I'm keeping it real with y'all. It's a hot mess. It's a mess. I need to trim hedges, all kinds of things. And watering has not been on point. Some things look very dry. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to do a lot over here. And unfortunately, it won't be this weekend or next. So, I'll have a project probably around Thanksgiving. I need to do something. Well, probably before then. The azalea bush, I trimmed back a while back. This side had completely died, but as you can see, there's all this new growth and it's continuing to grow. So that's great. So maybe we'll have a nice full bush next year. All the lilies I had already cut. You see these? These things don't ever stop. These are the succulents. The hostas, they look a little worn out. The colder temperatures has been biting at the leaves, so we'll probably cut those back. Usually all of it kind of dies. From my experience last year, it was like there was no hosta there. You couldn't even see any leaves, but then spring came and it just emerged out of the ground. So I shouldn't worry too much about the hostas, but I still need to cut it because it don't look cute. Okay, look at here, these plum trees. This one still has a significant amount of leaves on it. This one, the leaves are gone in some way. Look at this, a lot of the leaves are just gone. I came out here like the other day, I was like, where the leaves go? The leaves is gone. We had a windy storm a few, I would say maybe a week or so ago. Maybe I just never noticed that the leaves just came off. But I need to feed them. I haven't been feeding my garden like I normally would. I've been busy. I've been out living my life. So, yeah, I need to do that. Okay? My cranberries don't look any different than when I bought them. So, okay. They haven't fruited. They're just in there. They're American cranberries. I do see some moss growing in there. We'll see. Hopefully they'll just stay, produce next year. Strawberries, they need to be cut back. Last year, I overwintered my strawberries. They did fine in the snow and everything. It insulated them. So I'm going to cut all of these runners off because I never replanted them and sold them as I thought I was going to do. This one looks even more of a hot mess. So we will be cutting the runners, pruning them back, taking care of them. So, just this nice growth right here, the green, the new green. We need to water, we need to feed. Remember when we tried to plant those good squash over here? No, fail, fail, fail. Okay, that's the only one that still has leaves, and as you can see, it's dying. Now the garlic is fine. It's living its best life, except for that one. It looked like someone was eating it, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't seem to get to grow any squash except for that one cushaw. The pomegranates, they're doing fine. They love it over here in this area. They love it being together, so they're growing big and doing just fine. That other strawberry, we said hot mess. They need to be pruned. Bella is doing fine. She's still huge. She's still growing. She still has new growth. You can see a little bit here with the lighter color leaves. She's still growing. Bella's little brother, little bro, he is still growing. He's a lot bigger than he was when we bought him earlier. And as you can see, he still has new growth coming. All right, so my pear trees, the leaves look really sad. They're drooping. They need water. They need food. They need a lot, and I haven't done anything. I think they need some pruning. So I got to take care of quite a bit of things. This was the last one that came out of dormancy. It is bigger, but you know, we got to take care of it. The weather's changing. This is the moon glow right here. And that is the Bartlett, which is just shooting straight up in the air. So I'm probably going to cut some of them from being so tall to try to make sure they're manageable for me as well. Because I am tallish. Shout out to Gigi Naturals Homestead, because you know, we tallish girls have to stick together. I'm almost 6 feet. I'm 5'4", but you know, I claim 6 feet. Okay, so we're gonna have to trim these trees down because tallish girls can't reach them. Okay. All right, over here, and excuse the grass, y'all. It's getting colder, so we expect some of it to die off, and it has not been cut. Lady Cheryl, I have been neglecting you, Lady Cheryl, and I'm so sorry. You need a trim. And she still looks healthy. She still has some new growth, but the worms and things that were here before, they're still eating her up. So we need to go ahead and trim Lady Cheryl down. The Meyer lemon, she's fine. The little I don't know if it's a Meyer lemon, but the little lemon, that tree that grew from seed, is fine. These pomegranates here, they could use a little trim. They have some yellow leaves. We need to trim down. The Morro blood orange, Melly, she is growing, but I don't think she needs a trim. She's not growing as fast. Everything needs to be fed. That's what I foresee. It's like everything needs a good feeding, and I have not watered or fed them in like a while. It did rain a few 2 days ago, but yeah. And the squirrels have been horrendous right now. They've been, as you can see, they've been digging in everything. This is my purple asparagus that's in there with this cherry, cherry tomato that I stuck in there because the companion planting have beneficial properties for each other. The tomatoes are still growing, y'all. I don't know. We're heading towards November and the cherry tomatoes won't stop. Something wrong with them. I don't know, maybe. That mint, chocolate mint, it needs water and feeding. It's about to die, or this time of year I notice my mint leaves might fall off, but they come back. That is another cherry tomato sucker. Still cherry tomatoes on it. There's a purple asparagus in there somewhere growing, hopefully. This is another cherry tomato. And pretty much this one looks like it might be dying. Well, no. We'll see. It might be dying off. Y'all, there's a whole chocolate tomato right there. They're supposed to be determinants, meaning they shouldn't still be growing any tomatoes. But I think the plants are confused about the seasons. So we got a nice sized chocolate tomato that's still growing in here from the sucker that we put in here with this cherry tomato. This is Kata. All right, something thinks it's spring again, so now her leaves are getting eaten a little more again, but she's growing taller. She's doing well even with the cold weather. I don't see like any weather damage, but she's getting bigger, so maybe she'll survive the winter, y'all. Wouldn't that be crazy? We have an avocado out here, avocado tree out here in the winter. That would be sick. I hope so. Kata, please. You are my bestie. I love you, Kata. Please survive the winter. This is the calamondin we have. Excuse the soccer ball. That's my son's. Yeah, there's that one calamondin that we've been waiting on. Hopefully the squirrels don't try to get fancy and try to eat it or something. We still have cherry tomato vines. Still have cherry tomatoes on them. All right, well, we're gonna take some of these out. It's time for them to go. This is Kiki, the key lime. She's still growing. You see the lighter leaves. She has new growth. She has thorns all over her. She's very ouchy, meaning she sticks you. So you got to be careful. There's still the little pomegranates that's right here beside Kiki. They're still growing. So even though we've had cooler weather, I'm going to take a chance and see if these trees will survive this weather this season. Is that smart? Maybe not. But you never know unless you try it. And it's gotten like last night, it got up to 53 degrees, I believe, last night. And they were doing pretty good. We'll see what happens. Some of the little pomegranates, because again, I have to get me a new greenhouse. And I am working on MacGyvering one, y'all. So we'll see how that works out. I have an idea to MacGyver a greenhouse, so I won't have to worry about keep trying to buy one or something breaking down and blah blah blah. It's gonna be inexpensive what I do. Again, this is a lemon boy tomato plant. It still has greenery, no lemon boys on it. Oh, there's one right there that's trying to come. See that little one? That lemon boy. There's the other lemon boy. It has lemon boy tomatoes on it still. They are indeterminate, so they'll keep going until weather or pests destroy them. What y'all hear are the acorns dropping out of the trees. And we saw Melly. This was the other chocolate mint. It got fried a while back and I never took it out. So again, I need to do that. These over here, these are the apple trees. They seem to be okay. They're still growing, but again, everything needs water and to be fed. That one still has some like milky, so what you call powdery mildew. I need to go ahead and take care of that. The moringas that we've been trying to get, the moringa trees. Yeah, maybe they're in there somewhere. I don't know. We will see when it gets warmer. The seeds are in there, but the moringa, I haven't seen that. I think one of them I saw emerging, but it looked like it died back when it got cold. We'll see what happens, okay? This is the other little avocado. It's holding its own. I think I might go put it over there by Kata. See if they can take care of each other. I noticed that when I put certain trees, like similar trees together, they usually help each other. So let's put this little brother in here with Kata and see if they can help each other. So just like I did with the lemon over there. And again, I grew Kata from seed. See how big she is? I grew her from seed. I grew that one from seed as well. I haven't named him. Hopefully he'll survive. That was grown from seed, that little lemon. All of my pomegranates were grown from seed. Update on the forget-me-nots. There's some in there. These succulents over here in the fairy garden. they have grown outrageously, like out of the pot. So we're probably going to cut some of them and maybe repot them. Give them to my little nephew because he loves the succulents. So he can put in his dorm room. Maybe we'll do that. Let's go see what else is going on here. This is the fall tower, fall brassica tower. It's doing good. I would like it to do better. The top, of course, is getting the most sun, most rain, most nutrients or whatever. So we got our lettuces and the nasturtium are looking awesome. I've never grown nasturtium in my life, but they are looking fly, okay? So everything's looking good at the top. The second level, I think we're red cabbage. We got some trying here. We got some down in there. I think there's a little one down there. So this third level was purple sprout and broccoli. So we got some going on here. They trying, y'all. And this is a shadier section of near my house. It gets less sunlight and it's shady. But also kind of protected by the wind as well. So I kind of wanted it here. Plus it's close to the back door so I can harvest easier or faster. What was this? The fourth level was chard, I believe. So we got some chard that's trying to grow up and emerge. More chard here. There's chard there. This fifth level. Oh, it was kohlrabi in here too. Maybe it was kohlrabi in there too. Okay, but this fifth level was the collards and red mustard greens. So there's some collards coming up. You can see those red mustards. There's some down there. All right, the sixth level was the kale, I believe. We just had a lot of kale, curly kale, blue, I believe it was blue Scotch curly kale, and some other kales. The kales are growing great. They're the biggest thing right now. This level was red and purple mustards. This, I think, is the seventh level. They are growing very well. And this level was the pak choi. It's still growing. We got some over there. Yeah, you know, it's taking its time. The weather's been off. The very last level was the black magic kale. I honestly believe that the squirrels or something has been eating it because they were way bigger, and you can see where now they're just like cut off. Something just ate them. So that beautiful black magic kale or dinosaur kale is not emerging like I would like it to. But I got a lot of other stuff here. We're gonna try to do the black magic kale again, put some more seeds in there. That's all we're gonna do, keep seeding stuff, y'all. Strawberries again, they need to be trimmed on both of those ones. That is a chard. A red Vulcan, I believe. There's more strawberries right there. You trim them. This is the herb garden. Yep, it's still growing. I need to up pot some things so that we can overwinter them. I think they will do better in bigger pots, like my mint, my African blue basil, my chocolate mint, my pineapple sage. So I have to up pot those. I may just put them in a pot together, something like that. This was my carrots, but you know what? Them daggone squirrels. Okay? You can see they've been in there. They've been eating my carrots. Squirrels. That's the mint. We still have basil. The oregano is growing crazy. Y'all see that? That oregano right here. Yeah, so we still got a lot of herbs. There's ginger. The ginger leaves are starting to turn yellow, so we'll probably harvest some of that ginger. I have more over on the table we can replant. Um, the peppers, they're still green right now, and they're still producing, believe it or not. This one is turning yellowish, but it has peppers on it still. This is a chili. Yeah, they're starting to turn a little yellow. Some of them are dropping. But we still got peppers on these things, and I still harvest them pretty frequently, I believe. Look, there's peppers all on this one. And I just harvested this like last week. So we still got peppers all up on there. Y'all see them? Still got jalapenos growing. Alright, we almost in November, y'all. We still got bell peppers. We still got them coming. They ain't stopping. I don't know what's wrong with them. They still ain't stopping though. Alright, these are our zinnias, and yes, they're still blooming. And as you can see, the bee is enjoying it. I've thrown seeds like everywhere, y'all. I'm keeping it real. I'm starting to try to just be a natural garden. I'm not trying to be as organized as I was. I just want food. So we got jalapenos over here. We got garlic here. The onions, the green onions are growing. The red onions and the other bulb onions. Squirrels are digging and eating them out of the ground. Yeah, so I just have these like little white onions that are still there right now. Thanks, squirrels. Y'all suck. So I'll be throwing some more red and white seeds in here to grow. These peppers, these big jump chilies, they're still growing and they're getting bigger. Look at them. Look at it. We almost in November, y'all. These peppers are still, look at that. I do want to try to overwinter these peppers, so that's something I need to hurry up and get on the ball with planning. That is gone. Squirrels, everything ate this up. That was a squash. It was squash. It was corn, attempted corn, squash, more beans. This is a fail. We will turn this into something else, probably some more brassicas. These long beans do not stop for anything. I have gotten more long beans than anything probably this whole year. This one golden wax bean plant is growing insane. Okay, so it gives me beans like every week. I just harvested some yesterday. We have some more beans growing in there. Let's take a look, see what else is going on. The asparagus plant is still living its best life. It's so pretty. We still haven't taken the seeds off, but we need to do that. The okra, it's getting taller, but yeah, I think it's done. It's probably been done. We only got like 4 okra this year, y'all, which is crazy. Last year we got so many. We got as many okra as the peppers we got this year. But last year, that was what we got, was mostly okra. So what I started to do, because like I said, I'm probably trying to just get as much brassicas as possible, because I've already seen the squirrels and other animals trying to eat as well to prepare for winter. I'm throwing seeds everywhere there's soil, okay? So be brassicas. I like greens. We need greens. Vitamin C. These are the sweet potato slips. As you can see, I just left them in the water. They are still growing. So I'm going to try to overwinter these so that we can have them potted up easily. Next year, we'll just grow some sweet potatoes. These are brassicas. Again, like I said, I'm just throwing them in here. I have some seedlings that are charred on the edges because I want more charred, because my charred bed in the raised bed area is not doing so well. I have these I believe are the red cabbages. Either red cabbage or the sprouting broccoli. This romaine. And this was the radish that we found growing over by the old greenhouse. So yeah, it's still growing. Look, we're getting more leaves. It's healthy. It's gonna produce more leaves for us. That's what we want. I decided to go ahead and replant it, and I harvested the other leaves, the bigger leaves. All right, here we still have brassicas. I want to have mad brassicas. I've been thinking, like, shout out to Miss Linda, the New Orleans gardener, about how she says always have your backups, so you have your own starts, and I have my own starts and my backups. Okay, they're doing great. We got kale, we got all kinds of stuff up in here. Lettuces, kale, we just throwing it, okay? Because we want to make sure we have some. These were some store-bought lettuces that I tried to do like replanting of. They didn't survive, except this one seems to still be going so far. We'll see what happens. It seems to be okay so far. This one here, we'll see. This is the ginger I was talking about. This is pretty much like my little experiment table or growing table. So this is the ginger that where all my ginger started from. I started this ginger like 2020, and it's just, I've been taking ginger off of it and replanting. Look how much ginger is in here. So the ginger I'm going to take out of the herb raised bed area, herb garden, I'm going to replace it with some of this ginger. So we got mad ginger, y'all. The beans. So these are the beans. These long beans. They do not stop. They are still growing. This is the vine here, the end of it, if you can see it. It is still growing, and I've looped it back in several times. It's still growing. It's still getting beans on it. I harvested some yesterday, but you can see there's one right there. It's still growing. See, it's still getting pods and flowers. See, all of those are going to be more beans, long beans. The long beans are definitely a great producer. I will keep them every freaking year. If these overwinter, that would be great. Then I don't have to worry about it. I'll just have them already in the ground or in these pots. Some of these beans are still here. This is a green strike. It's not, well, it's trying to produce some. I harvested some, but there's one right there. There's some golden wax in here, some more green strikes still. These royal burgundies, I think they may be done. We'll see, who knows. There's the mint is still in here. I put in here to deter pests, but I do need to cut it back. Maybe cut it back some. I did plant some peas. I don't see where the peas are coming up, so we'll see. Well, maybe. What is that? Something right there is coming up. We'll see what it is when it comes up. There's a lot of weeds. I need to do some weeding. I have not, and I need to. But like I said, we still have peppers. Look at all the blooms still on the peppers. This is a big chili plant. Another big gem chili. Look, it's got all these still coming on there. And these are some of the ornamental things, like about the pond. The pond kind of looks a hot mess. Okay, we need to get a new one of these screens. But the fish are in there somewhere. They've been eating regularly. We still got blooms out here, y'all. Look at that. So pretty. They're still going. We still have this. I didn't know that they would do that, but apparently the pups come from Asiatic lilies. Very interesting. I think that's a pup from it. We have more flowers emerging. The palms are getting long. tall. They're a lot healthier than we were last year when we got them, or earlier this year when we got them. They're getting taller, and they seem to be able to handle the cooler weather. Who knew? I guess they've gotten acclimated. We'll see what's happening. These are the raised beds. So I have garlic planted all around the edge of each one. But I've noticed the squirrels are eating in here quite a bit. This is kale. We have the black magic, and we have some of the curly kale, the Russian kale. It's in here. I just noticed this, y'all. Y'all see that? Let me just step over here. Look at him. On my celery. They like this celery for whatever reason. There's two of them, if you can see it. See, there's one right here that's darker. Let's see if I can point to it. That's darker, and that one. So there's two in here eating the celery. So them, and I saw the squirrel ate all of that celery. These are my mustards and my collards. Again, everything needs watering. There's a cherry tomato in there. Let's see. Yeah, that's a cherry tomato. Don't look that. We're gonna take it. It probably just fell off. But I planted some garlic around these as well. There's mustards. The mustards are over here, and the collards are there. There's some corn right there. I planted corn like in late summer when I harvested my other corn, and just to see what will happen. So there's corn around the edges of this raised bed. These have garlic planted in them. I will be planting more garlic because you can see it's dying, or it looks like it needs water. I do have brassicas in here as well. There is pak choy, there is red cabbage, there are there's quite a bit in there. Pak choy, red cabbage, a few other things that are in this bed here. Some cauliflower, the sprouting broccoli. So yeah, we're trying to do a lot of that in this bed. As you can see, it looks very dry. We need to water. This one also still has our eggplant. Y'all, we still got eggplant coming. Eggplant is not stopping, and we're almost near November. Look at the eggplant on the patio eggplant, but not just the patio. Look here. There's eggplant coming on this Black Beauty, which is also very big. If you can see that one. So the Black Beauty eggplant also has eggplant. Still growing. Okay. We have some chard here and some celery. I suspect that the squirrels ate that celery. This celery is still growing. That celery is still growing. It has garlic in there too. The celery on the sides are growing in that raised bed. I actually put quite a bit of seeds in here for romaine, and nothing came because this was the romaine bed. So I'm going to throw something else in there. I don't know what. We're going to just sprinkle seeds, and if it's green, it come up, it's edible, we're going to eat it. This was my chard bed, which I had so much chard in. I put a lot of seeds in there. It's just dry and dead. So we need to feed it probably and rehydrate the soil because it's dead. It's deader than dead. We have some corn still growing there, some over there. We still got long beans and corn growing. Corn over here, y'all can see. We got a few ears coming up. And long beans, still more long beans. A teeny itsy bitsy corn. Long beans. Trellis in the back. We still have these marigolds. Alright, so everything needs water. So I'm going to water in a few minutes, and I need to feed them too. Because I used to feed them a lot more regularly than I have been because I've been neglecting them. Y'all, These tomatillos produced heavily. I just had 2 tomatillo plants. They produced so heavily. I'm almost tempted to see if they will overwinter if I just cut them back some. I might try that as an experiment, because you can see they've grown all the way out here, and they produce a lot of tomatillos. None of them got purple, just the skins, but they produced a lot of them. And the cherry tomatoes, some of them are still growing. We definitely need to take some of them out and cut some back. I might try to overwinter a couple of those as well, because for whatever reason, these things are still growing and it's cooler out here. We're gonna have to take care of this. Let's take this with us. We need to go ahead and get rid of these things that's on here. So that's what we're saying. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the. Here's another view of all the eggplant that's growing, y'all, on this patio eggplant. I want to overwinter this. I think it may do well through the winter. Shout out to Skinny Boy Randy. He had an eggplant that did not die from last year. It just kept producing the whole time. We'll see if we can overwinter at least this patio eggplant. I got this from the Lavender Fields Earth Farm. Shout out to them. And this was the only Black Beauty eggplant that survived from the seedlings that I grew. This one did well for me also. So that is pretty much it for the garden, y'all. It look a hot mess, okay? Just to keep it real. Angel Love's garden needs some love right now. So I have to take care of it. Yeah, I have to take care of it. Because I've been neglecting it. Do not neglect your garden, you guys. Your garden takes care of you, it feeds you. You should take care of it. Let's just check out a few more things here right quick before we leave. Y'all, you know, these morning glories are giving me life over here by the bird feeder. Look how beautiful they are. Oh my goodness. And the zinnias, they keep blooming. And the morning glories too. They just keep coming. So pretty. It's really a good idea. I'm glad I did this. It looks pretty. It looks natural. I like it a lot. And I just need, look, it's vined all the way up here. Up around the bird feeder, which is cray. So we're just gonna loop it back and help it to go back up here and see if we can cover more. But yeah, I just started it out and it just look. It still has more morning glories, so coming. So this was something that brings me so much joy to see every morning. I just love it. It's gorgeous. So let's end. Shout out to Miss Renee. End with something pretty to look at. These morning glories and these zinnias living their absolute best life. I love it so much. So thank y'all for watching Angel Love's Garden. I do appreciate you watching. I'm going to try to do more with this garden and take better care of it, because Angel Love's Garden needs some love right now. Y'all stay blessed always and have a blessed week. See y'all later. Bye-bye.